A very pleasant good afternoon and welcome to Live Jai-Alai in the Magic City on YouTube's Jai-Alai Channel. I'm Andrew Bleckman, here solo today, and I'm pleased to bring you this Friday afternoon performance of Live Jai-Alai action. We will have 8 games for you beginning at 4 p.m. In addition to fast and fun Jai-Alai action, each of today's games offer win, play, show, quinella, exacta, and trifecta wagering. Again, if these terms are new to you, we will explain them throughout the performance. We also have some additional wagers, some exotic wagering options here. We have that pick 3 wager begins in game number 4. We have the high-paying high 5 jackpot beginning in game 3 with its $2,000 guarantee. See the graphic there for the high 5 up. Someone maybe keep that streak alive. It's been hit 3 sessions in a row. The high 5, 3 sessions in a row. All 3 to begin this week here. That high 5 has went a little over $2,000 on that first matinee performance on Thursday, and then $2,000 in the second performance yesterday, and then $2,000 given out to a lucky winner in the first matinee today as well. So 3 in a row for the high 5. See if maybe one lucky bettor can continue that streak and make it 4 in a row. All you got to do, pick the winners of games 3 through 7. And if you're the only ticket with those numbers, you have a chance at that $2,000. We also have that all-new Mighty Ocho jackpot that begins in Game 1. Mighty Ocho saw a little more action than it usually does today. That was good to see. The Mighty Ocho is a pick 8. You got to get the winners of Games 1 through 8. All the games in the program today. We only have 8 games. You pick all the winners correctly, and you're the only ticket. And if you pick all 8, probably going to be the only ticket, you get $2,000 minimum guaranteed for that Mighty Ocho as well. Online wagering, if you'd like to place bets. Online wagering available at watchandwager.com. I understand Watch and Wager doesn't work for every state there. If you're in Connecticut, you can use the site mywinners.com as well. That one will work, but placing bets, of course, is not necessary to enjoy all that we have in store for you today. We have that Fantasy Jai-Alai game, fantasyjai-alai.com. You have a $21 budget to build your roster of, well, for this week, 3 fantasy players, and you get points for every win, place, and show that the guy on your roster earns throughout the playing week there, so a fun little game to play along with. Those contests are completely free, and for this week, put a $100 prize going out to the winner there. And as long as we have 100 people that remain playing in that fantasy contest, we'll keep that prize at $100, in addition to the hats, the shirts that we were planning on giving out already. And once we reach 200 people for that fantasy, then we'll up it to $200 for the winner. But someone this week will take home some money in the fantasy game for the first time ever. fantasyjai-alai.com, that's something to play along with, especially if you can't even bet online, age restriction or whatnot. That's a good little fun way to stay involved with the program. Again, we do not have any scratches in today's performance. You saw the entries flash up. There are no scratches there, and a scratch is when a player who is supposed to play is out of the program, and fortunately, we are clear for today. A couple of guys not in the program, and if you've been joining us these past couple days, you by now know who those guys are, and we'll figure it out as we go through this program here. And we recognize again that many of you are sheltering in place or safer at home or just trying to get by as best you can as we all confront this new normal. Again, wherever you may be, we hope that you're safe and healthy, and we're just glad that we can bring you Jai-Alai as sports entertainment this afternoon. We now welcome you to sit back and relax because at 4 p.m., it's time to play Jai-Alai. Now we see that Ocho pool again jumping over 250. Reached about 350 there in the matinee, so the highest we've seen, so 250, a nice little payout, a nice little wager into that as well. 2 performances in a row on the Mighty Ocho. You got a couple more games to get those bets in for the high 5. That begins in game number 3, and then that pick 3, one of those other specialty exotic wagering options there, going to begin before the start of game number 4. And in this 8-game performance, we have all singles games, 8-game performance. We usually have 9, and we usually have a couple doubles games, but all singles today, 8 games. The first 7 will feature spectacular 7 scoring. In this video, we'll explain what exactly that scoring format means. Take a look.
Spectacular 7 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 7 points wins the game.
Now 3 minutes, just under 3 minutes till we begin the first game here in this afternoon session of Jai-Alai. 8 games for you again, all singles matches coming up. Quick note on that fantasy Jai-Alai as well, just point of clarity here, exactly what's going on. That fantasy Jai-Alai, it is run and operated by the Jai-Alai Channel, and those prizes are sponsored by Magic City Jai-Alai. So just clarifying exactly how the prizes and all that works. It's run and operated by the Jai-Alai Channel, and the prizes they're sponsored by Magic City Jai-Alai. So that's how the structure there works. And again, for this week, as we said, $100 going to go to the winning entry. And we see there, if you check the fantasy standings, there's a big group of people that are about 15, 20 people. We talk about they have that combination of Ben, they have Bueno, and then I think Kubala. Ben, Bueno, and Kubala, that's the 3-man combo that 15, 20 people have there. So we asked, in the event of a tie, what's going to happen with that $100? Well, we have guaranteed at least $25 to everyone that has the winning entry or a tie for the winning entry. So if there are more than 4 people that win, everyone will still get at least $25 because, look, it's impressive. And we understand that there's not that many combinations. If you can at least get the top one, even if you're in a tie with a couple other people, that's still nice picking, and you deserve to get at least a share of that money. So we're going to guarantee, and obviously we don't want to be giving away $2, $10, or whatever to anyone. So we're putting a guarantee of $25 there, regardless of how many people win. So even if it's 20 people, you're still each going to get at least $25. Nice try pool also here for game number 1, 1243, one of the highest we've seen. We'd have some great play here these past couple of weeks. We're missing some of those feature game guys, notably Douglas, Anderluck, Ikeda. But I'll tell you what, the play, the effort, the energy here these past couple of days has been great. Guys making unbelievable diving Rabote saves. We have that Rabote play of the week in the recap. And a couple of nominees already. CRB had a play there in that first matinee. El Barba, unbelievable Rabote save. So these guys are bringing it here. We're happy to be bringing you Jai-Alai, at least in some capacity. We got 12 guys going today. All these guys have been bringing it. So we'll be ready to get into it now here in less than 1 minute. And updating a little bit who's hot, who's not. Kubala in the lead this week for the Golden Cesta. The Golden Cesta awarded the player with the most singles wins. And that's singles only week here. So Kubala in the lead, he's got 6. And then we got a 4-way tie of people at 3 wins. So Kubala, a little bit of an advantage here going into these last couple of performances of the week for the Golden Cesta. You got Bueno with 3 wins, Carballo 3 wins, Bradley's 3 wins, and Ron as well. So look out for that group of 5 to one of those guys at least to take home the Golden Cesta as the clock hits 0 minutes. We're ready to begin game number 1.
All right, let's go. Game time.
And we are ready to begin game number 1. Game 1 will be a spectacular 7 singles match. We'll be playing it up to 7 points, with all points doubling after all those matchups in the first round of play. To begin this first game, serving in red at post 1, we have Ben. Receiving the blue post 2, there's Juice. Yeah, we're just waiting here for Ben. Usually one of the guys always on time, Ben. Prides himself on that. Taking a little time here to put on the glove. He is ready. He's obviously joking there with Ben. We're ready to begin game 1. Here's Ben serving post 2, Juice. That serve begins game number 1. Hard forehand there just above the pad. Good catch from Ben. Rabote's coming out. Juice overran it a little bit, tried to come back. He missed it. Point 1. 1 first up on the board here in our first game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt of post 3. Here's El Barba. El Barba, nice reverse, sticks inside. Rebote from Ben. Played nicely, comes out to the 8 line. El Barba winds up the costado, goes for the 2-wall. Ben, great legs to get there. Carambola, played back, had it for a second there, coming out of the cesta. Point 1. And receive now for this matchup, green shirt to post 4. Here's CRB. CRB, sidearm forehand, kept inside. There's Ben at the 10 line. Comes over the top. Reaching out there, CRB. What a great catch. Plays this one to the outside, gets by Ben, and that will score. Way to hang in there, point 4. Receive now, black shirt to post 5 for this matchup. Here's Legend. Two wall's going to stay inside. There's CRB. Lays it up nicely there off the front wall. Big bouncer. Comes the Legend. His 2-wall again does not cut out. Comes to the middle of the court. CRB missed it first time around and no play on the rebote on the back end either. Point 5. Five serves the yellow shirt to post 6. Here's Tennessee. Rebote coming out. Forehand save there for Legend. Backing Tennessee up. Takes on the left side. Just beyond the 9 line. Hard reverse. Rebote stays up there. Legend does get out of the way. Tennessee makes the catch. Looking for a big bounce. Legend leaping. Not going to get there. Scores point 6. Six on the board now. 1 point. Here's post 7. Bueno. Forehand rebote hooked there from Tennessee, point 7. And now into receive, rounding out the first round of play. The purple shirt to post 8. Here's Fred. That one. That was an overserve. Flew just past the 7 line. Got to keep those serves between the 4 and 7 line. Point 8. And that will do it for the first round of play. All points are now doubled through the end of the game. All those matchups worth 2. Here's Juice. Long carom from Juice. Fred was moving inside there. Got him. Point 2. Juice now on the board, 2 points. Here's El Barba. Great catch there by El Barba right before it got off that sidewall. There's Juice. 2-wall does not cut out. El Barba in the middle of the court. Goes high and hard with that 3-wall play to the outside. Juice tried to go for it one hand. He missed it. Point 3. Three now serves, returning 1 post for this matchup. Here's Ben. Rebote comes shooting out there. 2-wall from El Barba. Takes Ben to the outside. Good pickup. At the 11 line, hard back to the inside. El Barba, another good stop. Plays this one deep. Rebote's coming out again. Ben going to the ground, lays it up off the front wall. High bouncer, El Barba runs under it. Plays it soft forehand, looking for a little bounce there. Ben gathers, brings it back down. Forehand to the inside, gets by. That one will score point 1. 1 now, 4 points. Returning, here's post 4, CRB. Ben sidearm forehand there. CRB runs back. Gets under the rebote, makes the save. Catches a piece of that sidewall going outside. Ben back to the inside. Great positioning there for CRB to make that rebote save as he goes to the ground. Here's Ben at the 10 line. Hard reverse. Up at the 7. Waits for this rebote. Forehand rebote save. Takes Ben back to the middle of the court. Karam does not cut out. CRB is going to get there. Back inside. Quick pickup there from Ben, but that reverse gets away from him into the overhead screen. Out of play. Great point play between these two. This one goes to the 4. Four now, 3 points. Here's post 5, Legend. Big reverse. Rebote comes out. Played nicely again by CRB right along that side wall. Tough catch for Legend to make. That one's going to score. Point 4. And a possible game point now for CRB with 5 points. In to stop him. Post 6 for this matchup. We've got Tennessee. Big reverse there from Tennessee. Rebote coming out. CRB sets up at the 8 line. Catches the top of the pad. Pad's bad. This game continues. Point 6. Tennessee now 3 points. Here's Bueno. Post 7. Bueno goes high and hard off the front wall. Tennessee brings it down. Sidearm forehand keeps it to the middle of the court. There's Bueno. Thought about taking it out of the air. Bueno plays it back to the inside on the rebote. Tennessee now just in front of the 11. Hard reverse. Good catch low from Tennessee. Hard forehand back inside. Bueno runs back, tracking it. What a rebote save from Bueno. Tennessee there just in front of that side netting. Gets it, fires the carom. High bouncer. Bueno's going to have time to get under it. Bueno goes for the carom there. Just wide of the court there. What another great point played between these couple guys. Point 6. Possible game point now for Tennessee. And to stop him, purple at post 8, here's Fred. Fred goes for the reverse 2-all. Tennessee, that's going to sneak by. Scores. Game continues again, point 8. Juice gives that carom again. Fred runs under it on the outside. Goes back to the inside. Juice, what an adjustment to get there. Started going outside, had to come back inside. Fred gives him the Dejada. That one's going to score. Point 8. Possible game point now for post 8 Fred. 5 points in to stop him. Here's El Barba. Big reverse. Rebote's coming out. Forehand save there from Fred. To the inside. El Barba's got it at the 7 line. Big reverse. Coming all the way out. There's Fred. Stops at the 7 line. Plays it back inside. El Barba, good catch. Hard forehand. Fred adjusted at the last second to take it on the forehand side. That one was actually juggled. He did catch it. Point 3. El Barba with 4. Ben with 4. Post 3 serves post 1. Forehand rebote. Big bouncer. Ben brings it down nicely. Over the top, right along that sidewall. There's El Barba crashing in, making a nice catch. Ben, left side, just in front of the 11. Low, hard reverse. Taken in the air by El Barba. Trading backhands here. Rebote comes out. Rebote missed, point 1. Possible game point now for post 1, Ben, with 6 points. And to stop him, here's Legend, post 5. Catch from Ben. Hard forehand. That's going to get by Legend to score for the win. Point and game to the red shirt of post 1, Ben. Have a 3-way playoff now to determine place and show points. This is actually place point. These guys have 5. We're playing up to 7 this game, so the winner of this point will place, and the loser of this point will take on post 8 for show. CRB keeps that rebote to the inside. Tennessee at the 9 line. Big reverse CRB on the move. Stops at the 7 line. Just under that overhead screen. Big bouncer coming in slow. Tennessee gathers at the 11. Hard back inside. CRB takes it out of the air. That one hugging the side wall. Gonna score for Tennessee. 6 will place here. We'll have post 8 Fred serving to CRB here. This will be for show point. Fred on a hop brings it in. Goes for the Dejada again. CRB showing off the speed there. Yeah, even he's not going to get there. That was well done from Fred. 8 will show. Unofficial order to finish for game 1, 1, 6, 8. 1, 6, and 8. Official results will be coming up in just a few moments. And the results of game 1 are now official. Post 1, Ben gets the win there. He was eager to get back out on the court to keep that hot play going, see if he can come back with another win in game 2. Post 6 there, Tennessee takes second, and post 8, Fred comes in third. 1-6-8, the official order to finish for game number 1. Just wait for those prices to roll across your screen now any moment. There's your moment. The $2 Quinella, 1-6 or 6-1. That's any order on the finish. Could add the 6 on top or the 1. Doesn't matter. Still getting 26-20. 50-cent try, 1-6-8. Can return 358-10. I gotta say this for game number 1 and with the crew playing there. 940 to win on Ben. One of those guys in the middle of the pack. Plays in those middle feature games. Get $10 almost off $2 for Ben out of post 1. Not a bad way to start this performance. Up next, moving right along now into game number 2. All singles games here today. So game 2, another spectacular 7 singles matches. Another spectacular 7 singles match. Sorry about that. We'll be playing it again up to 7 points. Points, of course, doubling after all those matchups there in the first round of play. Standard wagering available. Win, play, show, Quinella, Exacta, Trifecta wagers. You got the high 5 if you want to play that. That's coming up before the start of game 3. A little more time for that. And then the pick 3 starts before game number 4. So even a couple more minutes beyond that for the pick 3. But those are coming up in the next couple of games. And post time for game 2. Next game is now just under 5 minutes away. And a couple minutes now before we get into game number 2, we understand that a couple new fans that are new to the game of Jai-Alai that may be a little confused about those matchups and how to win and lose those points. Well, this video will hopefully clear it up, explaining how to win and lose in Jai-Alai. Take a look.
The main rule of Jai-Alai is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in Jai-Alai. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a Jai-Alai player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
Again, that was explaining how to win and lose those matchups here in Jai-Alai, as we're now just under 4 minutes away to our second game of the day here. Second game of this performance. Game number 10 of the day. We had that earlier matinee session that started at 12 o'clock. And a little update to that Jai-Alai schedule for you. We said that we're making some schedule changes from July through September, and some more updates to that. So what happened that Wednesday performance, we had one performance on Wednesday at 12 noon. That was originally going to be part of our new schedule. That performance has been scrapped from the schedule. We will not be having any Wednesday Jai-Alai. We'll be going Thursday. If you joined us yesterday, you were there for both the 12 and 4 p.m. performances. We'll have those two every Thursday. We'll have the two today, 12 and 4, on Friday as well. We go to Saturday. Performance schedule slightly different. We have the first session of the day at 4 p.m., and then we have that night Jai-Alai, which will debut tomorrow, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time will be the start of that performance. So everyone here very excited for that. We'll see how the first taste of that nighttime Jai-Alai will go in the 2020 season. We had a couple nighttime performances. We're at 7 o'clock was the start time for a couple of those performances last season. So a little bit more used to the nighttime Jai-Alai. Those were a lot of fun, and hope you guys will enjoy that. And you'll get your first taste of that again. That will be tomorrow, Saturday. And then we have one more performance to close it out for you Sunday at 12 noon. So 2 Thursday, 2 Friday, 2 Saturday, and then that one to close it out on Sunday. That's the new schedule that is up on the Jai-Alai Channel Instagram page as well, updated in the Jai-Alai Channel on YouTube as well. So all that is being updated, and that will be the schedule at least for the next couple of months here, and then we'll update you if there are any more additional changes to that for the closing months of the season. But again, for this week in particular, all of our performances will have 8 games. All of those games will be singles games. And we still have that one Superfecta 9-point singles game. That'll be coming in Game 8 as opposed to Game 9, as it usually does in our performances. And then again, you're wondering, no doubles. There are no doubles games, just singles, at least to the end of this week. And obviously, we will let you know when we'll be playing that. Now under just 2 minutes to the start of our second game. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes remaining, placing all wagers here in our second game. Saw George Quinn here piped in the chat and talking about how he heard one of those advertisements for Magic City Jai-Alai Channel, Fantasy Jai-Alai. There's some ads running there on 560, 790, and 940, all the sports radio stations here in Miami. So if we have any people that joined us from there, welcome to the Jai-Alai Channel. Welcome to Magic City Jai-Alai. And what he's talking about, that Fantasy Jai-Alai game, that's something that's new here these past couple of weeks, and there's a $100 prize for that as well, and we'll get into it a couple more times throughout this broadcast. One of the new things that all the fans are all interested in. So if anyone's joining us from those stations, 560, 790, or 940, we appreciate you joining us, and welcome to the Jai-Alai Channel, and welcome to your first taste of Jai-Alai. And with that, we are ready to begin game number 2. Game 2, another spectacular 7 singles match, played up to 7 points, with all points doubling after those matchups in the first round of play. To begin game 2, serving in red at post 1, we have El Barbo, receiving in blue post 2. There's Legend. El Barba serve begins game number 2. With a drop ball, point 1. One first up on the board here in our second game that'll bring to the court. White shirt of post 3. Here's Ben. Hard reverse there from Ben. Rebote comes shooting out. Great save from El Barber. All he could do to get assessed on it. This one's going to come out to the 12 line. Ben from the outside. Going to look for a big bounce. Got it. That one will score. Point 3. Three now on the board. 1 point in receive. Green shirt to post 4 for this matchup. Here's CRB. Ben with a nice catch over his head. Karam, CRB on the run. Gonna get there. Good stop. Forehand back to the inside. That one tipped. Will score. Great play by CRB. Point 4. In receive, post 5, Tennessee. CRB, good pickup again on the left side. Nice reverse play to Tennessee's right side. Just beyond the 10 line. Sidearm forehand. CRB thought about it. Let it pass. Go into the ground for that Rebote save coming to the outside. Tennessee, 9 line. High heart forehand. 3-wall play. CRB just does get assessed on it. Tennessee now charging. 7 line. Low hard forehand. Miss by CRB there. Good point again played by these two. Point 5. In for this matchup, post 6, here's Juice. That one tipped by Juice there, point 5. 5 now, 2 points. Here's post 7. For this matchup, we have Bueno. Tennessee stops at the 9 line. Forehand Rebote gets away from him. That's into the overhead screen, out of play. Point 7. And in receive now, rounding out the first round of play. Purple shirt of post 8. Here's Fred. Fred winds up that Costano, taking Bueno to the outside. Forehand. Back inside. Good stop on a quick bounce there from Fred. Sidearm back inside. 9 line. There's Bueno. Hard reverse. Reaching as Fred makes a good catch. Going higher off the front wall this time. Bueno's going to let it pass. The Rebote left side. Cut off by Fred there. All the way up at the 6 line. His Cortada. Going to score. Point 8. That will do it for the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points at the end of the game. Here's post 2, Legend. Point 2. Legend now on the board with 2 points. Returning, here's post 1, El Barba. That one tipped by Legend, point 1. El Barba now 3 points. Here's post 3, Ben. That serve missed by Ben, point 1. Possible game point now, post 1, El Barba. He's got 5 points in to stop him. Post 4, CRB. Ohar reverse. Tip by El Barba. This game will continue. Point 4. CRB now 3 points. Returning post 6, Juice. Juice takes that serve on the forehand side. Cracks the carom right away. CRB got there on the outside. That's just missed. Six serves post 5. Here's Tennessee. Robote left side there, turn from Juice. Tennessee on the outside. Just beyond the 7 line. 3-wall play. Juice in great position on the outside. Makes a diving save. Tennessee hustling back inside. Into the ref's cage there. It's out of play. Point 6. Six now, 4 points. Here's post 7, Bueno. Robote left side, that one hooked by Juice as he went to the ground. Point 7. Here's Fred returning, post 8. Here's Bueno. Back to the inside. Fred waits for that Robote save. That one off the court. Point 7. Possible game point now. Post 7, Bueno. 5 points. And to stop him, post 2, Legend. Sidearm forehand, cut off there by Bueno. Charging in, fires at the 7 line. Big reverse. Robote coming out. Missed by Legend there. Point and game 2. The pink shirt of post 7, Bueno. No playoff here. One's going to place in 6 shows. Unofficial order of finish for game 2, 7, 1, 6, 7, 1, and 6. Official results coming up in just a few moments. Results of Game 1 are now official there. Game 2 official. Post 7, Bueno with the win. Post 1, El Barba takes second. And post 6, Juice comes in third. 7-1-6. The official result there. Nice win price on Bueno again. One of the favorites in that game, most likely. 1540 to win for him. Playing out of the 7 post. Obviously a difficult post there, but still. Bueno paying $15.40 on the win. $2 Quinella 1-7 or 7-1. $18 even. Public all over that. And the $2 try 7-1-6 $262.60. Coming up next, we've got game number 3. Game 3. Another one of those spectacular 7 singles matches. We'll be playing it again up to 7 points. All points will double after those matchups in the first round of play. You see those entries on your screen right now. Game number 3 also marks the start of that high five. High five's been hit 3 sessions in a row, folks, so who's going to be the one to keep the streak alive and get 4 consecutive payouts for the high five? It was hit 3 times last year. Fun fact, hit 3 times in a row last season when it was up at 2,500, that guarantee. So it has been hit 3 times in a row. No one's ever hit it. It's never hit 4 sessions in a row. So someone with an opportunity to make some Magic City Jai-Alai history. All you got to do, pick the winners of games 3 through 7, and you got about 5 minutes there to get those picks in here for the high five before game number 3.
I love Jai-Alai. I think Jai-Alai is a beautiful game. My favorite part of playing Jai-Alai would be that I get to compete. I get to come into a facility with other competitors that are trying their hardest. I get to come out here and try my hardest. Win or lose, you feel a sense of accomplishment at the end of the day after coming in and giving it your all. My 2020 goal is when you open up the program, it should say Chris Bueno, win percentage 150 or better, and in the money percentage 400 or better. I'm going to finish every game that I get possible game point.
And that was last game's winner, Bueno there. Win number 27 for him now. Has officially jumped Tennessee. He is now in 3rd place in those championship singles standings. So new movement there. I think only the 2nd time it's happened this year. It's been Douglas, Ikeda, Anderluck. And then Tennessee slipped in there, has held that 3rd spot for a while. But now Bueno, his 27th win of the season. Douglas still in the lead with 34. Ikeda at 30. Now Bueno, 27. So he is in that final bonus money spot. They pay out the top 3. 15,000 goes to 1st place. The person with the most singles wins at the end of the season. 10,000 goes to 2nd place. And $5,000 bonus goes to 3rd place there. So Bueno in line for that if the season were to end today. But of course, a long, long way to go. Months more, many more games, many more performances here. And you got Tennessee 26 wins, Carballo 25 wins, Kubala 24, Anderluck 22. Ben picked up his 21st. Ron also 22 wins there. So a lot of guys making their way up that leaderboard, only going to get tighter and tighter as this season goes on. And some comments about what's going on with the U.S. National Jai-Alai Championship here. Just to clarify what's been going on, it has been postponed. We are not canceling that event. Everyone's really excited to play that for the first time. It has not been canceled. It has been postponed. The new date is to be determined. We are just waiting on figuring out the best day. It will work for everybody there, but it has not been canceled. It has been postponed, just to clarify that point there. Keep all you guys up to date with what's going on here, Magic City, and the world of Jai-Alai in general. Now just under 2 minutes to the start of our 3rd game. Got a chance to play that high five. See, only about 700 bet into there. Has been hit a couple of times today. And with that limited roster, only 12 active guys here this week, dealing with a couple injuries as well. It's been easier to hit and certainly reflective of the payouts that have been going out. Paid out, as we said, over $2,200, the first performance of the week, that Thursday matinee. Yesterday's afternoon performance, someone hit it for $2,000. And then the first performance today, actually, someone hit it again. So we're keeping that streak. See if someone could hit it 4 times in a row. It's $2,000 minimum. So even if you get 5 out of 5 and there's not over the carryover, it's guaranteed at $2,000. So you got your shot there, and one of the best days to do it with this thinner roster out here. And we are now ready to begin Game 3. Game 3, spectacular 7 singles match will be played up to 7 points, with all points doubling after the matchups in the first round of play to begin. Serving at a red at post 1, here we have Fred, and receiving at a blue at post 2, it's El Barba. Fred serve begins game number 3. El Barba keeps that reverse low to the inside. Fred, one-handed catch. Hangs with it. Rebote's coming out. Left side, turned back to the inside. Fred goes under it, takes it on the forehand side. Sidearm forehand. El Barba's got it. Low back inside. That one tipped and will score point 2. Two first up on the board here in our third game. That'll bring to the court white at post 3. Here's Juice. Juice goes for that carom again. Scoring again. Point 3. Juice on the board now. First points of this third game, and to receive for this matchup, post 4, Legend. Legend, that reverse 2-all, caught by Juice on the outside, gives the carom back again. That one sails wide of the court. Point 4.
Just like yesterday, Tennessee.
4 now on the board, 1 point. Here's post 5, Bradley in for this matchup. Bradley keeps it outside with the fastball. What a shot there, point 5. Five on the board now, 1 point. Here's post 6, CRB. Reverse there, played by CRB. There's Bradley making that 2-wall save. On a hop, brings it in. Cortada. Stop there, Bradley. Got it on the left side. Low, hard reverse. Rebote's going to come shooting out there. Forehand save. Bradley plays it back to the middle of the court on a quick bounce. CRB's got it. Goes for the carom. Bradley reaching out. He's got it. Cortada. A lot of power behind that one. Scores point 5.
Sheriff done it.
5 with 2 points. Here's post 7, Ben. High off the front wall, there's Bradley on the outside. 2-wall play. Ben, nice grab. That 2-wall does not cut out. Bradley slipped a little, maintains his footing, plays it back inside. Ben again at the 11. Right along the sidewall, Bradley waits for the back end save. Just does get it up. There's Ben. Hard back inside. Bradley, good stop. Trading reverses. Gives the 2-wall. Going to get by to score point 5. Now to receive, rounding out the first round of play, we have the purple shirt at post 8. Here's Tennessee. Great serve there by Bradley, hugging the side wall. That scores point 5. That will do it now for the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. Here's post 1. For this matchup, we have Fred. Reverse 2-wall. Takes Bradley outside. That one missed. Point 1. Here's post 2. El Barba. Reverse from El Barba. That's nicely played there by Fred. His rebote save's going to score. Point 1. Here's post 3 for this matchup. The brothers. Here's Juice receiving. Soft reverse played there by Juice. There's Fred. His 2-wall's going to stick inside. Up at the 8 line. Juice played it to the middle of the court. That one. Scoop it at miss by Fred. Point 3. Here's post 4. Legend. Rebote forehand into the overhead screen. Out of play. Point 4. 4 now. 3 points. Returning post 6. CRB. That's an overserve. That's sailed past the 7 line. Point 6. Returning post 7, here's Ben. Ben into the pad. Point 6. And CRB now with 4 points. Here's post 8 returning. We got Tennessee. Tennessee, nice grab. Got it at the 9 line. Plays this reverse. Rebote, forehand. Missed there by CRB. They're saying something to each other. Point 8. Eight now, 2 points. Here's post 5. Bradley returning with 4 points. Winds that up hard. Tennessee, good stop there on the forehand side. Lets it pass. Rebote left side from Bradley. That's a 2-wall. Big bounce there brought down from Tennessee. Hard forehand back inside. Catching 3 walls. There's Bradley again. Turns that Rebote nicely. Come to the middle of the court. 10 line. There's Tennessee. Rebote left side. Just whipped that one. Tennessee had it on the left side. Great adjustment. Just trickling out of the cesta there. Point 5. Possible game point now. Post 5, Bradley with 6 points in to stop him. Post 2, El Barba. Rebote, forehand missed by El Barba. That is point and game to the black shirt of post 5, Bradley. 5 wins it. We'll have a playoff now to determine place and show point. The winner of this will place. The loser will show. Post 1, Fred serves. Post 6, CRB. Serve from Fred. Taken just before that sidewall there by CRB. Fred's got it again. Goes for the reverse 2-wall just above the pad. In and out of CRB cesta. So 1 there will place and 6 shows. Unofficial order finish for Game 3, 5, 1, 6, 5, 1, and 6. Official results will be coming up in just a few moments. And the results of Game 3 are now official. Post 5, Bradley there with the win. Post 1, Fred takes second. And Post 6, CRB comes in third. 5-1-6, the official order finish for Game 3. As the prices are up on the screen now, the $2 Quinella 1-5 or 5-1. Return $24. Even that Quinella's any order there, so you have the 1 on top, the 5 on top, as long as that other number comes in second. $2 returns $24 even. The $2 try 5-1-6 for $77.40. Not a bad price there to win for Bradley either. $10.80, $13 to place too. Not bad. And up next, we've got game number 4, Game 4. Another one of those spectacular 7 singles matches. We'll be playing it to 7 points. All points will double after those matchups there in the first round of play. Game 4 also marks the start of that Pick 3. The Pick 3, just like it sounds, pick the winners of Games 4, 5, and 6 for your chance at a nice little bonus payout. That's the Pick 3 last time to bet it before this 4th game. And game number 4 will be coming your way now in just under 6 minutes. Just under 6 minutes to the start of game number 4.
Fred runs up, saves it. Reverse. That's an excellent 2-wall rebote thrown by Cool Fitness. Diaz with the catch. Another 2-wall scores for the win. Beautiful 2-wall thrown by Douglas to
what
score.
A finisher.
Rebote thrown by Ben. Carballo's there, winds up another one. Costado, 2-wall's gonna score. Here's Ben. Scoop by Douglas. Costado by Douglas, 2-wall will score for the win.
Up Carballo, played outside. That one hits Ben. That one will hit.
Wow.
And score.
Karam by Jedden, stopped by Brackley. Brackley for the 3-wall play. Rebote's going to the outside. Jedden's there. Returns a 2-wall to score.
Rebote out, nice save. Anderluck out of the air, fires this one high off the back wall again. Another Rebote save going to the ground with one hand. That one will score.
Ben.
Soft 2-wall. Fitness read it, caught it, returned it. 3-wall play coming way out. Juice is there.
Wow.
Juice got a 2-wall rebote that
Man,
scored.
oh, man.
Wow. Karen, stopped by Diaz. On the fly, he threw a 2-wall rebote.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
And that was a collection there of the best 2-walls from the 2019 season here at Magic City, as we are now just under 2 minutes away to the start of game number 4, game 4. Just under 2 minutes away now. Final opportunity to play that pick 3, the final specialty exotic wager, we'll call it there. We had the high 5, the mighty ocho, and the pick 3. The pick 3 pick the winners of games 4, 5, and 6. If you get all those guys correct, you'll get a nice little bonus payout, depending on who else bet what combinations of numbers there, and you'll get those potential payouts before the start of game number 6. And for Bradley there on the season, he's only been active these past 2 weeks in singles play, already picked up win number 6. So 6 wins there for Bradley. He's passed a couple of guys. He's just 1 win behind Lamonte, surpassed Fred's total. Obviously, Fred dealt with injuries for a long stretch there. And he's approaching Legends' total of 8. Osier's got 10. So Bradley, another one of those guys that if he can find a pair of shoes that don't slip, man. I mean, someone sponsor this guy, get him a pair of Nikes or something. Don't know what's going on. He can certainly afford it maybe after a couple more wins there. But as long as he can keep his footing this season, looks like Bradley will have a very successful 2020 campaign, as he did really at the end of 2019. I mean, one of those guys that just athletically can do it all, and you see the power, you see the speed that he brings, and it's just a tough guy to seat when you're playing against him. And obviously you're seeing that in full force here. Already picked up that was win number 6, right? Yeah, win number 6 here of the 2020 season. Nicely done for him, as we now have less than a minute to the start of game number 4. With that, we're ready to begin game number 4, game 4. Another spectacular 7 singles match. So we're playing it up to 7 points. All points doubling after those matchups conclude in the first round of play. To begin serving in the red of post 1, we have Bueno receiving to blue post 2. There's Legend. Bueno's serve begins game number 4. Bueno plays to pass. There's Legend with a good forehand rebote save. Bueno winds it up. Goes for the Costado 2-wall. That works for him. That score in point 1. One first up on the board here in our 4th game and bring the court white to post 3. There's El Barba. Big left side from El Barba. Rebote's coming out. There's Bueno going to the ground. That's a 2-wall, sending El Barba to the outside. He gets there. Fires the carom back. Bueno overran it, just does recover to get there. And that's going to get by to score point 1. 1 now, 2 points. Here's post 4, Fred. Bueno. Put some power behind that rebote just into the top of the pad. Point 4. Post 4 with 1 point. Here's Bradley for this matchup playing on a post 5. Big reverse there from Bradley. Forehand rebote from Fred. Goes over his head. Would have worked. Just a little outside. Point 5. And receive for this matchup, post 6, Juice. Serve missed by Juice, point 5. Hit receive now, Pink, post 7, there's CRB. Point 5. And now to receive, rounding out the first round of play. Purple shirt to post 8. Here's Tennessee. Bradley, good catch there. Goes deep with that reverse stage just under the overhead screen. Tennessee on the move, going to try to hit it. Turn the rebote, tried to do something there. Tough play to make. Scores for Bradley, 0.5. That will do it for the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. Here's post 2 and a receive, Legend. Point 5. Possible game point now. Black shirt to post 5. Bradley, he's got 6 points in to stop him. Post 3. For this matchup, we have El Barba. Bradley charges. He's got it. Hard forehand. Going to score for the win. Point and game to the black shirt of post 5, Bradley. No playoff here. 1 places and 4 shows. Unofficial order of finish 5-1-4. 5-1 and 4. We get the official results coming up now in just a few moments. And the results of game 4 are now official. Post 5, Bradley with the win. Post 1, Bueno takes second. Post 4, Fred comes in third. 5-1-4, the official order finish there for our 4th game. We'll have those prices coming up for you momentarily. The $2 Quinella 1-5 or 5-1, that's any order, returns $14. $2 try 5-1-4, $123.80. See that Bueno, Bradley, Quinella trifecta box there with Fred. You see the Quinella there pretty low. Public all over that one. 2 of those favorite guys coming in there for game 4 as well. Also a little refund there in the show pool. Refund there in the show pool as well. $760 on Bradley to win. A guy that people are piping up in the chat talking about his play. Really exciting player and someone that's going to it'll be interesting to see, really how he plays when some of those other guys come back. A lot of those feature guys, Douglas, Anderlecht, Ikeda, Jedden as well. So when all those guys are back and he's got those guys to go up against, it's going to be really, really fun to watch, and we'll be excited to see that here. Moving right along now into game number 5. Game 5. Another spectacular 7 singles match. Yes, you guys guessed it. We'll be playing again up to 7 points. Points doubling after the first round of play. After all those matchups there in the first round of play. And no specialty exotic wagering here. Standard wagering, win, play, show, quinella, exacta, trifecta wagers are all available here. Obviously, we're in the midst of all those. The pick 3, second number of the pick 3. Third number coming here for the high 5, and then obviously the 5th number there for the mighty Ocho. So still important for all those wagers, but just standard wagering here for our 5th game. And post time will be coming up in just under 5 minutes. Just under 5 minutes to game 5.
Remind me of Hustle City, man. Everybody got more than one gig. I sell ice cream, rather sell a CD.
I have a security company, a beauty salon.
I've been doing music for a very long time.
I'm not your neighborhood Uber driver. I do luxury. And then I have another job. I play Jai-Alai.
We were looking to transition from dog racing to Jai-Alai. I went to the university and said, listen, I have this crazy idea. Do you think we could send something out to all the ex-athletes for the last 20 years and say, we're looking to hire and train Jai-Alai players?
They paying us, man, and we can win big money.
Let me see what this is all about.
That's what you gotta do. Get some money.
The players taking the court are all athletes you may recognize.
Baseball, football, track and field.
If you're going to come into the sport, you got to be dedicated. You're going to be a piece of cake.
We knew going in, they're not going to be great the first day.
It'll be like the Jamaicans with the bobsled team.
Game time now, man.
This is going to be the first time that my kids will be able to sit in the audience and root for their father.
Who wants it more?
This is a sacrifice I think is going to pay off in the end.
This is a dream for me.
I got to win.
Can't get drama better than this.
Jai-Alai became the new hustle.
Let's get ready to play.
And folks, that was a trailer for the award-winning documentary Magic City Hustle, about the start of the Jai-Alai program here a couple of years ago. If you would like to watch that for yourself, you can go on MagicCityCasino.com. Under the Jai-Alai tab there, there's a hyperlink that'll take you directly to the website, or if you'd like, just type in MagicCityHustle.com directly into your browser. You can watch it there for a $5 fee, and from there you enjoy it as many times as you like. Obviously one of those people. I'm one of those people that has watched it a couple of times now. Really good story, and you get to see, more of a in-depth look at these guys, their lives, and some of the motivations behind why they play. Obviously, you're not going to see everyone here. Not every one of these players is featured, just those guys that started the program there in year 1. So some of the names you'll see Ben, you'll see Bradley in there as well. You got El Barba, one of the big features in there. Jedden, obviously, heavily featured as well. And then all those guys, obviously all the guys that played as part of that first year here at Magic City are all in there. So rent that, Magic City Hustle. You can go on our casino again under the Jai-Alai tab. There's a link that'll take you right there, or MagicCityHustle.com directly into your browser. And it's only a $5 rental. And running out of things to watch, you are like me, so that'd be a good thing to add to that movie list of things to check out. It is a full-length documentary. People were asking about that. Thought it might be a 30-minute video, but no, this is full-length. I think it's almost 2 hours. 2 hours long, if not even over that. So full watch. It's certainly a nightly activity, and check it out there. Really good, really, really good watch. Now just under 2 minutes to the start of Game 5. Game 5 now 2 minutes away. And we talked about him. Comes back there. Bradley winning game number 5. Game number 3 out of post 5. Comes back in game 4 out of post 5 again. Statistically, one of the harder post positions to obviously win from. And Bradley gets 2 out of the 5 post in games 3 and 4 back-to-back. We'll see here, playing out of post 5 once again in this 5th game. See if he can get 3 in a row there out of post number 5. It's been a little bit of movement there for those championship single standings, and obviously for the Golden Cesta as well. That Golden Cesta given to the player most singles wins each week. So now Kubala had 6 going into it. You'll see him for the first time here in game number 5, and he'll be playing the rest of these games along with Carballo and Ron, the 3 main feature player guys that we typically have that are closing out these final 4 games for you, like these pseudo middle late games here, games 4 through 8. But Kubala with 6 wins there. Bradley now piling on a couple here in this afternoon performance. He now has 5 for the week there. So Bradley tossing his hat in the ring for maybe his first Golden Cesta of the 2020 season and only his 2nd week out there. So that'd be pretty cool for him. Bueno's now up to 4 wins. You got Ron still at 3, Carballo at 3, and Ben still at 3, and a couple more guys that are going to get some action here to close it out in these final 4 games. So we'll see if any of them can add to their totals as the clock hits 0 minutes. Let's get into game number 5.
All right, let's go.
Ready to begin Game 5. Game 5, another spectacular 7 singles match, played up to 7 points. Points doubling after those matchups. In the first round of play to begin Game 5, serving at red of post 1, we have Juice. Receiving in the blue of post 2, there's Ben. Juice's serve begins game number 5. Juice brings it down on the forehand side. Goes for the carom. It's going to land just wide. Point 2. 2 first up on the board here in our 5th game. Bring to court the white of post 3. Here's Tennessee. Strong reverse there. Rabote coming out. Ben along that sidewall keeps play alive. Tennessee brings it down at the 9 line. Goes outside with it. Ben runs under it. Goes for the carom from the outside just wide. Point 3. Tennessee on the board. Here's post 4, Kubala. Rabote left side from Kubala, played right along that sidewall. Tennessee one-handed effort, just missed it. Point 4. In for this matchup now, post 5, here's Bradley. Rabote 2-wall. That works. What a shot from Kubala, scoring point 4. 4 now, 2 points. Here's Ron for this matchup out of post 6. Low 2-wall, taken low out of the air at the 9 line. Kubala plays it back to the inside. Ron hard over the top. Kubala waits for the Rabote. Played it high off the front wall. He's going to take it out of the air now, 8 line. Low hard reverse, reaching up, making a nice catch as Kubala. Forehand Rabote. Thought about taking it in the air. Waits for it to come back. 2-wall save there. Kubala going to the ground, and Ron missed on the forehand side. Point 4. Kubala now 3 points. Here's post 7. His first appearance of this afternoon session. Here's Carballo. What a catch reaching out from Kubala again. Playing great defense. Here's Carballo. Over the top, his forehand stays inside. Rabote left side, turn to the middle of the court. Carballo charging, takes it out of the air. Hard back inside where it scores, point 7. Now rounding out the first round of play, purple shirt of post 8. Here's Bueno. Hard reverse, there's Carballo at the 8 line. Keeps this one to the inside, Robote. To the outside, a little too far outside. That's out of play, 0.7. That'll do it for the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points to the end of the game. Returning, here's post 1, Juice. That sneaks by Carballo on the inside, scores 0.1. Juice now on the board, 2 points. Here's post 2, Ben. Gets over Juice's head, sticks with it, and makes the Robote save there on the back end. Ben at the 8 line. Hard reverse. Robote out again. Juice going to the ground again. Just gets out of the way. Ben looks. Sure, it's safe to throw. Just does get it off. There's Juice. Low to the outside, just above the pad. Ben runs under it. Back inside. One tipped by Juice there. Bobbled a little bit. 0.2. Spend now 3 points. Post 3, Tennessee returns for this matchup. Penn gets assessed on it, lays it up off the front wall. That takes Tennessee back to the 12 line. Sidearm forehand, high hard off the front wall. That's good catch by Ben out of the air. Goes deep, a little too hard and a little too high. Catches the overhead screen. Out of play, 0.3. Here's post 5, Bradley. Serving it out of his cesta, 0.3. Possible game point now, post 3, Tennessee. He's got 5 points. To stop him, we got post 6, Ron. Oh, hard reverse there from Ron. Good catch, Tennessee. Goes deep on the left side, catches a piece of that overhead screen. Game will continue, 0.6. Returning green to post 4, here's Kubala for this matchup. Nice forehander, Bote scooped up by Kubala at the 7. Ron, good catch low. Winds up the Costado, keeps it inside, and Kubala, another good stop there on the left side. He's going to wind it up again. This time goes for the 2 wall, but wide of the court, out of play, 0.4. Possible game point now, post 4, Kubala, 5 points. And to stop him, we got post 8, Bueno. That one tipped by Bueno. That is point and game to the green shirt of post 4, Kubala. No playoff here. 3 is going to place in 2 shows. Unofficial order to finish 4-3-2. 4-3 and 2. The official results coming up momentarily. Results of Game 5 are now official. Post 4, Kubala with the win, his 7th win on the week already. Taking second, Post 3, Tennessee, and coming in third, Post 2, Ben. 4-3-2, the official order of finish for Game 5. So you wait for those prices to roll up on your screen now any second. And there are the prices there for game number 5. Again, Kubala taking the win there. The $2 quinella, 3-4, 4-3. That's any order. $86. That's one of the higher quinellas we've seen all day here. Makes a little sense with just Kubala and not Ron or Carballo in that quinella there. Makes sense, the $86 on $2. And of course, as I was rambling on about the quinella, the try price went away. If we multiply that 50-cent price by 4, it's going to be somewhere in the $160 range, around $170 is that payout there for the try. Yeah, $165.60. 4-3-2 was the try there, $165.60. Coming up next now, game number 6, game 6. You guessed it, another spectacular 7 singles. Again, up to 7 points. Points, of course, they always double after the first round of play. Still doubling here for this 6th game. Game 6 also closes out that pick 3 is the potential payouts for the pick 3. Will be flashing up on your screen before this game. You'll see a glimpse of them now. And post time is just under 5 minutes away. Just under 5 minutes to the start of game number 6.
My favorite part about playing professional Jai-Alai is probably the free Gatorades and free waters. My favorite part about being a professional Jai-Alai player, when I play, my mind is so clear. It's really the only time that I'm able to focus on just one thing. It's very exhilarating and exciting, and I love exercise, and I love to be competitive. It just feels like I'm finally getting to do what I want to do every day.
Imagine the perfect mixture of athletics, spectacle, and speed. Jai-Alai.
Let's design a Conan O'Brien or Conan superhero.
Sure.
Oven mitts. Maybe there's some steam coming off the mitts because I took a focaccia out of the oven. Oh, a Jai-Alai glove in the other one. Would be great.
Have you ever played Jai-Alai?
Actually lacrosse, but it's Jai-Alai for white people.
I'm Johnny Nacho, this is Steve-O. This is Jai-Alai.
Jai-Alai is like handball, only you fling the ball and catch the ball with this basket thing. It's more complicated than that. And dangerous. It's got the same fingerprint as baseball, only better. A special stadium called a fronton. And you can sit real close, which is a thrill because the ball goes 175 miles an hour.
I can serve this pelota almost 200 miles an hour.
Big whoop, that little squishy. Jesus, is this made of limestone?
It's a dangerous game, amigo.
It's called a cesta. It's made of reeds from the Pyrenees. The ball is called a pelota.
A lightning ball.
Oh, good God.
Yeah, you saw a couple of videos there, the pop culture one and that Kubala little player profile. As we said, 7 wins for him on the week already. 7 wins, obviously a short roster, so when you have full guys, 7 would be one of the best weeks we've seen here in the 2020 season, but with this week, obviously not as many wins to go around. But it does give him, taking a look at the overall standings now, he's now just 2 wins outside of third place. We said Bueno jumped up to third place now, 27 wins. Tennessee in 4th place at 26. And then in a tie for 5th place, you got your 2nd and 3rd place finishers last year, Kubala and Carballo, both of them now with 25 wins. I'm getting excited looking at this leaderboard. I mean, what a finish we're going to be in store for. I mean, got all these guys that were in the middle of the pack rising up. All these games are going to get much more competitive as the season goes on, so a lot to look forward to and a lot of excitement continue to be generated here at Magic City Jai-Alai. One of the things that haven't really gotten into this performance, surprisingly, is the Fantasy Jai-Alai. Fantasy Jai-Alai, we talked about at the beginning of the broadcast there. For this week, we have a $100 prize going to the winner. $100 for the winning entry. How it's going to work in the event of a tie. If there are more than 4 people that tie, you're going to get at least $25. So in the event of a tie, we understand there's not that many combinations for this week in particular. For the other weeks of the season, when we get back into doubles and all that, there's going to be less and less similar combinations. I don't even think that wasn't a problem. I don't think the first 6 weeks of this season, no one had the same lineup until I think maybe last week, and then this past week you only got 12 guys. You got to pick 3 of them. You're going to have some combinations. So $25 are guaranteed, even if there are more than 4 winners for this week in fantasy. And we will keep that $100 prize in the fantasy game as long as there are 100 people actively gaining points and 100 active participants. So right now, taking a look, scrolling down here, 104 participants. That's how many people that are actively gaining points. So as long as no one doesn't play or doesn't delete their account or something next week, if you guys remain in playing, we will have another $100 on the line there for next week. And then once we reach 200 people now, we will upgrade that to $200 for the fantasy winner, along with the prizes. For the month of July was the U.S. National Jai-Alai Championship hat. So you will still get the hat along with the cash money. And again, those are free to play. FantasyJai-Alai.com is the name of the site. That's the link. FantasyJai-Alai.com. Free to play, and you could win real money there, so nothing to lose. As we now are ready to begin Game 6. Game 6, another spectacular 7 singles game. Played up to 7 points. Points doubling after those matchups in the first round. Serving into red of post 1. It's Carballo. Carballo in the red of post 1 there, number 3. Receiving the blue of post 2, number 4, Bradley. Robote hooked there by Bradley. Came up short of the pad, point 1. 1 now first up on the board. Here in our 6th game, they'll bring to the court the white of post 3. There's Bueno. Point 1. 1 now, 2 points. Here's post 4. Kubala. That one, Carballo, I think, tried to get out of the way at the last second there. That one just tipped. Point 4. Post 5 in to receive here for this matchup. We got Legend. Kubala comes over the top. Not going to get the big bounce over Legend there. Sidearm Karam. Going to stick inside. Here's Kubala. Left side. This one tries to pass Legend, but a great catch over his head. Kubala now. Forehand side. Keep it back to the inside. Legend runs under it. Takes on the right side. Over the top. At the 11 line now. There's Legend. His 2-wall does not cut out again. Taken out of the air by Kubala, middle of the court. Over the top, back inside again. One missed, point 4. Yellow shirt to post 6 in for this matchup. Here's Tennessee. Kubala at the 9 line. Plays this one to pass. Tennessee already on the move. Setting up for that forehand Robote. Just does get out of the way from Kubala. Goes back inside with it. Tennessee foot on the wall. That one hopping out of his cesta. Point 4. Kubala now 3 points. Here's Ben. Pink at post 7. Serve missed by Ben, point 4. And receive rounding out the first round of play. We got the purple shirt of post 8 here. Ron. Kubala goes for the carom. Does not cut out Ron there, waiting on the outside. His Cortada back inside, scores. Point 8. That will do it for the first round of play. All matchups now worth 2 points through the end of the game. Here's post 2, Bradley. Bradley comes over the top. Ron lets it go over his head. Gets off that Robote save. High bouncer. Bradley takes, charging. Fires hard at the 7 line. Ron, good stop. Left side. Low reverse. Cut off there by Bradley. Still in the front court. There's Ron. Bradley jumps in there at the 9 line to make a great catch. Robote's coming out. Ron plays it hard back to the inside. Bradley again sidearm forehand. Backing him up 11 line now. Slight 2-wall is going to come out middle of the court. Robote 2-wall from Bradley. Si, senor. As JR said, that one working. Point 2. Bradley now 2 points. Here's post 3. 1-0. Robote forehand turned by Bradley. He's stuck on that inside wall. Bueno smartly plays it to the outside where it scores. Point 3. Bueno now 2 points, returning post 1 Carballo. He's also got 2 points. Robote comes out tight along that side wall. Good save there from Carballo. Bueno backpedaling and missed it there, trying to bring it in. Point 1. 1 now, 4 points. Here's post 5, Legend. Carballo, hard back to the inside. Legend tipped that one, point 1. Possible game point now, post 1, Carballo. He's got 6 points, and to stop him, post 6, Tennessee. Carballo got it at the 11. Hard back to the inside. Tennessee reaching out with one hand, not going to bring it in. Point and game to the red shirt there. A post 1, Carballo. 4 places. This will be a playoff to determine show point. Winner of this point will show post 2. It's going to be Bradley. Will serve post 3, Bueno. That one missed by Bradley. 3 will show. Unofficial order to finish for game number 6. 1, 4, 3. 1, 4, and 3. Official results will be coming up in just a few moments. Results of Game 6, folks, are now official. Post 1, Carballo there with the win. Post 4, Kubala takes second. Post 3, Bueno coming in third. 1, 4, 3. is the official order to finish for game number 6. So George Quinn saying again, going to be tough picking highlights from this performance. I mean, these past couple of days with this shortened roster, the effort these guys have been bringing, the quality of play has just, I mean, it's really, really been spectacular, and we're just going to be in store for a great finish of the season. Now we got everyone back. I mean, you see Bradley at 100%, or at least close to 100%, what he brings, just an exciting player, captivating guy. And then obviously, you know, we got the three-headed monster, those three roommates. The Davy 3 will be back very soon. And all of those guys playing with a lineup with Carballo, Ron. You got Bradley in there, throw Ben, Jedden, Kubala as well. That's going to be a pretty salty bunch there in those feature games. It's going to be even better as the season goes on, as these guys exponentially progress here, and it's just great to see it unfold in front of your own eyes as the prices there come up for Game 6, 143. The official order of finish again. Public all over it again. $11 Quinella, the 1-4-4-1, $11 there. The $2 pick 3, 5-4-1, 5-4-1, 3 of 3 numbers. It's going to pay out $109.60. A far cry on those days with the pick 3. Someone mentioning those pools getting up there. I mean, notably, that pick 3 used to have 2 out of 3, sometimes 1 out of 3 in the pick 3. Not anymore. You got to hit all 3 of those if you want to cash out on that pick 3, and those pools just continue to grow. Quinella's, exactas, trifectas, even the Mighty Ocho getting some action today. So, and it helps too when they're paying out $2,000 on that high 5 all the time. It's a good wager to be playing for sure, as we're now moving into game number 7. Game 7 will be another spectacular 7 singles match. The final spectacular 7 singles match of the day will close it out in game number 8 with that superfecta 9-point singles match. Game 7 will close out today's high 5, the final number of the high 5 coming in game 7, and we'll see here momentarily if anyone can continue the streak. It's been hit the last 3 performances, about 2,300, 2,000, 2,000, and there it is. 3 numbers on the board, 3, 5, 7. I'm going to go out on a limb. Haven't looked at who's playing in those 3 spots, but I'm going to say probably Ron, Carballo, Kubala. And for game number 7, post 3, you got Ron. Post 5, you got Kubala, and then post 7, Carballo. So 3, 5, 7. If you got Ron, Carballo, or Kubala to win this game, you are still alive for the high 5. And post time will be coming your way now just under 5 minutes. Just under 5 minutes to the start. Game number 7.
My goal going into this season is probably just playing a little bit more calmer, and also another thing I want to work on is not beating myself. You know, just do simple better. You know, just catch the ball, throw the ball one more time than my opponent, and don't make any unforced errors. I mean, I have a mantra that I tell myself all the time where, you know, if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. I mean, that's literally what it comes down to. Honestly, my favorite thing about Jai-Alai is just the speed of the sport. My intensity, on a scale of 1 to 10, I think it's about 2,000.
Catch by Bueno. Karam by Bueno. Caught by Barba. Robote left side. Lamonte makes the catch. Return to Karam, that's gonna score.
Tight to the inside. Robote comes out. Diaz sends that just under the overhead screen. High bouncer comes Ancier just in front of the 11 line. That's a long Karam. That one will score.
Reversed by Bueno. Kubala from the 7 line throws a 2-all. That is stopped on the forehand of Bueno. Bueno's Karam. That's going to score.
Wow.
Carballo takes it in the air. Throws a Karam back to the outside, and that scores. What a shot. Douglas on the right side. Sidearm, Karam opens up beautifully. unsigned placement of the forehand rebote. Bueno's on it. Rifling a carom to score. One of the best points of this season. Bragley from the 10 line. Over the top to the inside. Kubala's there. Carom by Kubala's going to score. Catch on the forehand of Vanderloop. What a carom. That wow. Wow. Here's the reverse. Caught by Ron. 2-all by Ron. Caught by Douglas. Carom by Douglas. Wow.
And folks, that was a collection of the top 10 caroms from last season here that will actually take us to the start of game number 7. As the clock hits 0 minutes, we're ready to begin and see if someone will take home $2,000 more with that high five. What are the numbers here alive there? Yeah, post 3 with Ron, post 5 with Kubala, post 7, 3, 5, 7, all 3 numbers still alive for that high five. It's game number 7. We're ready to begin. Will be a spectacular 7 singles match. We'll be playing it up to 7 points, all points doubling after those matchups in the first round of play. To begin serving in the red of post 1, we have Bueno receiving the blue of post 2. There's Legend. Bueno serve begins game number 7. Rebote left side by Legend, turned back to the middle of the court. Bueno brings it in. Goes high and hard off the front wall. Good stop there from Legend just before it got to that side wall. That one gets away from him, sails wide of the court. Point 1. 1 first up on the board here in our 7th game. In receive, white at post 3. There's Ron. And folks, we're just inspecting the ball here. Bueno says it's good. We're playing. Bueno serves Ron. To the inside there. Good catch by Bueno, running under that one on the left side. Here's Ron. Just in front of the 9 line. That's a hard reverse. Rebote comes out. Turned high and hard off the front wall. Over his head, making a nice catch. There's Ron again. Bueno makes the adjustment there, taking it on the forehand side. Sidearm forehand back inside. Rebote, forehand. Bueno just does get it off the front wall. Slow bouncer comes to Ron, winds up the costado, keeps it inside, where it'll score, point 3. And now for this matchup, green shirt to post 4, there's CRB. Ron turns it back to the inside. CRB overran it a little bit. Scoring point 3. Here's the black shirt to post 5 coming in. Kubala. Rebote forehand back inside. Kubala. Another good stop on that left side. Ron. Forehand Rebote missed there and about the 8 line. Point 5. 5 on the board with his first points of this 7th game. And to receive, yellow shirt to post 6. For this matchup, we got El Barba. 0.5. And now picture to post 7. Got post 7. Carballo. That one coming out of the cesta there, Carballo off the serve, 0.5. And in now to receive, rounding out the first round of play, we got the purple shirt of post 8. There's Ben. Robote left side, turn back to the inside tip by Ben there at about the 9 line, 0.5. And that will do it for the first round of play. All matchups now worth 2 points through the end of the game. Here's post 2 returning. That's Legend. Over the top, his forehand sticks inside. Legend brings it down. 10 line, goes that sidearm forehand. High bouncing Robote. Kubala under it, turns it back to the inside. Legend gets there. 10 line, reverse, up and away into the overhead screen, out of play, 0.5. And now a possible game point, actually straight points to a possible game point. Black shirt to post 5. Kubala with 6 points. In to stop him, post 1, 1-0. Great serve by Kubala. Even better catch by Bueno off that side wall. Robote's coming out. Catches a piece of the side wall, and that's going to be tipped by Bueno for the win. Point and game to the black shirt of post 5, Kubala. No playoff here. 3 is going to place, and 1 shows. Unofficial order of finish for Game 7. 5, 3, 1. 5, 3, and 1. Official results coming up in just a few moments. And again, another $2,000, 4 in a row. Those high fives have been hit. Congratulations to whoever takes home that $2,000 payout for the high five, as the 5 was one of those numbers. And the results of Game 7 are official, folks. 5-3-1 was the finish. Post 5, Kubala with the win. Post 3, Ron taking second. Post 1, Bueno coming in third. As we see the prices here, public all over it. Golden Cesta this week, the public. Betting. Very well done there. The high five, 5-5-4-1-5. Yep, 5 of 5 numbers going to pay out $2,000. And not a bad price to win there. 21-20 on Kubala. Maybe some sort of hedge there on the high five would be the only thing that makes sense for a 21-20 payout on the win there for Kubala. Nonetheless, gets it done. The $2 try, 5-3-1, 64-20. And the Quinella 3-5 or 5-3, 13-20. Coming up next, we got the finale here this Friday afternoon performance. Final game of the day here will be a Spectacular 9 Superfecta singles game. That's right, not be playing it up to 7 points. This is that 9-point singles game. We'll be playing it up to 9. All points will still double, of course, after all those matchups in the first round of play. You see the entries there for this 8th and final game of the day. And post time will be coming up in just about 6 minutes, just under 6 minutes to the start of this 8th game, and we understand a lot of new viewers with us that may not understand the difference between Spectacular 7 and Spectacular 9 scoring. And here's going to be a video that will explain the subtle differences between these two. Take a look.
Spectacular 9 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 9 points wins the game.
And again, moving into this 8th and final game of the day, we usually have 9 game performances. If you're joining us now for the first time on the week, little adjustment to our regular schedule. We're playing the same dates and times as we usually play. We have 2 performances. This is the schedule through at least the next couple months here. We'll have 2 performances on Thursday, 12 and 4. We'll have 2 performances today, Friday, 12 and 4 every week. Tomorrow we'll be back with 2 more performances. The first time we'll have 2 performances on a Saturday. We got the first one at 4 and the next one at 8. First time we're going to have evening highlight this season. And then we close it out with the 1 performance on Sunday at 12 noon. And typically with our schedule, those are 9 game performances. But this week we have all 8 game performances, all singles matches. So again, that's just for this week, and we'll update you if there are any more changes to the program, which there will not be any for this week. We'll update you with what's going to be going on the next couple of weeks here when we know. Just under 4 minutes now till we begin game number 8, and while we have a moment here, let's take a look at those overall standings now. A couple more wins added by those guys in the middle of the pack here, and don't have too many opportunities to check out the overall standings there. So for Kubala, win number 8 for him already. I mean, just keeps piling them on, playing really good highlight. And Kubala, one of those guys that, I'll say just so consistent, so solid in his catching and his play, and sometimes kind of gets overshadowed by some of those guys that maybe have a little more flair, a little more power, and has gotten shut out a couple of times in those games, although has been playing really, really good highlight throughout the course of the season, and a guy that doesn't really do anything, spectacular out there on the court. It's not going to make, diving rebotes. Of course, Kubala gives tremendous effort, but the plays like Carballo and Bradley, not like that type, but just been so consistent, really good in his catching. Finally see it starting to pay off for him as he just keeps piling on the wins this week as those standings are updated now. Bueno still in third, 27 wins. And now we got a 3-way tie for 4th place. So Tennessee 26, Carballo 26, Kubala 26. So all 3 of those guys now 1 win outside of that final bonus payout slot for our championship singles. And again, if you're unfamiliar with how the structure works here, all of the singles games, we total up the wins in just singles games, and the person that has the most here at the end of the season will take home a $15,000 bonus. The player that has the second most singles wins gets $10,000, and third most gets that $5,000 bonus. So important to be in the top 3 here as we got a couple more guys that are inching closer now, just 1 game outside of third place. 3 guys, Tennessee, Carballo, and Kubala. Going to be a lot more movement as we got 2 more performances tomorrow. We got 1 more on Sunday, so a lot more movement with those standings here coming up here through the rest of the week as we now have 2 minutes till we get into game number 8. Have a second to look at those try. Look at those try pools as well. I mean, just under 1,400. Someone asked a far cry from what with the betting. I mean, back when we were here season 2, season 1, I don't even know what happened there with season 1, but betting-wise, the pool's getting up there, and we appreciate all the support on those pools, but, it's a testament to these guys and their improvement throughout the year that, you guys have stepped up and, put some money to gamble on it. We obviously appreciate the support with our product there. So it jumps over 1,400 now on those tries. Those are great. I mean, back in the beginning of the season 2, those tries were ranging anywhere from $700 to $1,000. Sometimes we'd have under $500 in those tries now, and then are consistently over $1,000 this year, so almost double, and those are very nice. We like to see those numbers continue to increase as they have been this far this 2020 season.
Let's go.
And we're ready to begin game number 8, game 8. That Superfecta 9-point singles match to close it out for you. This Friday afternoon performance will be playing up to 9 points, not 7. All points still doubling after all those matchups in the first round of play. To begin this 8th and final game, serving in the red at post 1, we have Ben, and receiving in the blue at post 2, there's Ron. Judges in place, we're ready to begin game 8. Ben serves, and we are now officially underway. Robote, 2-wall. Comes out middle of the court, there's Ron hard back to the inside. Good stop by Ben. Low reverse, scooped up from Ron. Karam just wide of the court there. Point 1. 1 first up on the board here in our 8th game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt at post 3. There's El Barba. Stop by Ben, forehand side. Keeping to the inside. El Barba reaching up. He's got it at the 9 line. Forehand back inside. Tipped by Ben. Point 3. Three on the board now. 1 point. Here's the green shirt at post 4 for this matchup. CRB. A reverse, caught by El Barba. Goes high and hard. He's going to catch 3 walls. CRB tried to turn that. Robote came up short of the front wall. Point 3. El Barba now 2 straight points. Here's post 5. For this matchup, we have Bueno. Robote to the inside. Bueno tried to scoop it up on the left side. Hopping out of his cesta. Point 3. El Barba now 3 points. Here's Carballo. Yellow shirt at post 6. Hard reverse there. Back to the inside. Robote comes shooting out. El Barba turns it to the outside, and it caught the top of the pad. Point 6. 6 now on the board, 1 point. Here's the pink shirt at post 7, Kubala. Big reverse from Kubala. Carballo waiting for that forehand. Robote does turn it there at the 7 line. Kubala, good catch. Plays it nice back to the inside. Doesn't overthrow it. Tough play for Carballo to make along the side wall. Scores point 7. And now into receive, rounding out the first round of play, we have the purple shirt at post 8. Here's Bradley. Bradley comes over the top. Kubala on a hop, brings it in on the left side. Bradley makes a good catch. Sidearm forehand. Caught in the air. 9-line. Delivers it back to the inside. There's Bradley. Nice rebote save to the middle of the court. Brought in from Kubala, goes back inside. Miss by Kubala. Middle of the court there. 0.8. That will do it for the first round of play. All matchups now worth 2 points through the end of the game. Here's returning post 2, Ron. Rebote. Hooked wide of the court. 0.2. Two now, 2 points. Returning post 1, here's Ben for this matchup. There's Ron. Turns it back to the inside. That's tight along the side wall. Ben has to make the rebote save second time around, and he does. Here's Ron. Hard reverse again. This one's coming out. That one not enough to make the front wall. 0.2. Two now, 4 points. Here's post 4, CRB. Ron in the front court. Hard back inside. Good pick up there from CRB on the left side. Delivers a big reverse. Rebote comes out. It's going to be a high bouncer. CRB stops at the 10 line. Turns that nicely. Ron backpedaling at the 11. Over the top. Scooped up by CRB. Goes hard with the forehand. Catches 3 walls. There's Ron putting it back to the inside. CRB takes it in the air. Just coming out of his cesta there at the last second. 0.8. 0.2, sorry. Not even an 8 there on the court. 0.2. 2 now is 6 points. Here's post 5. You got Bueno. Point 2. Possible game point now. Post 2, Ron with 8 points. And to stop him, post 3, El Barba. Ron reaches out on the left side. Plays this reverse. Rebote coming out. Turn nicely there from El Barba. Here's Ron now. His turn. Keeps this one to the middle of the court. Goes for the carom. That one sails wide. Point and game to the blue shirt of post 2, Ron. 3 will place. We'll have a playoff now. The remaining teams will pair off and playoff for determining show and quad points. To begin, post 6 serves post 7. Rebote, forehand, into the overhead screen. That's out of play. 0.7. 7 remains in this playoff now. Post 8 will serve to post 1. The winner of this will face off against Kubala for show and quad point. Reverse there from Ben. There's Bradley. Catches a little bit of that sidewall coming to the outside. There's Ben. Karam does not cut out. Bradley gets under it. Fires a Karam of his own. That one doesn't cut out. Ben's still there on the outside. Plays a little higher and softer, trying to pass Bradley, and he does. Goes for the ground to make the save. Comes up short of the pad. 0.1. 7 will now serve to 1. This will be for show and quad point. The winner will show. Loser will take the quad. Ben, good catch there, right along the sidewall. Goes deep with that reverse. Kubala keeps that to the inside. Ben on the forehand side. Sidearm back to the middle of the court. Backpedaling his Kubala. Runs under it. Over the top. Just keeps it to the inside. At the 9 line now. Ben. This guy's trading off forehands back inside. And that one in and out of Ben Sesta. 7 will show. 1 takes the quad. Unofficial order of finish for game 8. 2, 3, 7, 1. 2, 3, 7, and 1. I'll make that official for you coming up in just a few moments. And it is now official there for game number 8. Post 2, Ron with the win. Post 3, El Barba taking second. Post 7, Kubala comes in third. And post 1, Ben takes a quad point. 2, 3, 7, 1 is now official for game number 8. That super effective 9-point singles match to close it out for you. And we'll be waiting for those prices now any moment. And there's your moment as the $1 Ocho, 175, 541, 526 of 8 again. Nice payout again. A little more action there in the Ocho. Bigger payouts, 104.80, 6 of 8 there. The 10-cent Super, 2371, 146. And some change. Went away there at the last second. The $2 Quinella, 2-3 or 3-2. Nice payout to close it out there with El Barba. Makes a little more sense. Higher Quinella, 67.40. That's a $2 Quinella. And that try 237, 153 even. And El Barba to place, paying $10. Nicely done. And so, folks, that was the final game here of the day. Don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow with an expanded highlight schedule on a Saturday. We know there's people been clamoring for more sessions on those weekend days. Well, you finally got it. We got one at 4 p.m. tomorrow, with our first session, and then we will be back at 8 p.m. for our first evening highlight session of the season. So that's going to be exciting. We hope to see you all here for that. Updating you now through the standings here. Through 2 full days. We got 2 more performances tomorrow, then 1 more on Sunday to close it out. So a little over halfway through the playing week here. Kubala in the lead for that Golden Cesta, 8 wins, followed by Bradley. He's in second place and only third week of action. 5 wins for him, and then 3-way tie, Carballo, Bueno, and Ron, all with 4 wins. And you know those 3 guys at 4 can all pile them together in a hurry. So the Golden Cesta is still very much up for grabs, even though Kubala playing very, very well this week. So, folks, again, that will do it for this Friday afternoon performance of Live Highlight in the Magic City and on the Highlight Channel. We're glad that you chose to join us this afternoon, and we invite you to join us again tomorrow when we'll play 8 more action-packed games starting at 4 p.m. And again, don't forget, we'll be back again at 8 p.m. with 8 more. So 2 sessions tomorrow. And we hope you enjoyed today's Highlight action at Magic City. Please like and subscribe to the Highlight Channel on YouTube. And let us know your thoughts and any questions you might have in the comments section. Again, on behalf of players, staff, and management of Magic City Jai-Alai, we thank you for joining us today, and we hope you'll join us again tomorrow at 4 p.m. when we have 8 more games for you. Goodbye till we can see you back here at Magic City Jai-Alai. Have a good night, everyone.